Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm back with a makeup haul and I'm super excited because some of these things are things that I've wanted forever and have been sold out where I live. And the second half of this stuff is things from a new MAC collection called Venomous Villains. The collection does not come out until next week. I forgot the exact date, but I got some stuff beforehand because I'm a MAC Pro member and I got invited to an event to preview this collection and to buy stuff from here, but it won't be available to the general public until next week. But I didn't buy too much, but I did buy a few things. I'm really excited to show them to you guys. But the first thing, I'm going to start off by showing you some other stuff, and then I'll get into the MAC new collection stuff. But the thing that I have been wanting forever that has been sold out where I live is the Naked palette. This thing was so hard to come by. It has been sold out at all the Sephoras where I live. And of course, like Sephora.com doesn't have it, UrbanDecay.com doesn't have it. The only place that I saw it was eBay, and I'm not going to spend like $100 on a palette that's actually $44. So, this is a Naked palette. It's like nice and matte and like really nice, and then the colors in here are like that. There are 12 colors, and I honestly think this is such an amazing must-have palette. I am not a huge fan of Urban Decay eyeshadows, just for the reasoning that most of their eyeshadows have so much fallout and they have so much chunky glitter that I'm just not a fan of it. But in this palette, I don't know what they did different, but the formulation is so nice. It almost feels like Velox Pearl eyeshadows from MAC. If you're familiar with MAC's collection and their different textures, Velox Pearl kind of feels like velvet. It's really soft to apply, it blends seamlessly, and it's just easier to work with than most other textures of eyeshadows, and that's what almost all the eyeshadows in here feel like. And it just has the most amazing neutral colors for people who are really into neutrals. Even if you're not into neutrals for a normal daily look, neutral colors are generally the way to go. And this has every color regardless of what skin color you are, so I just love that. And I like Smog a lot, which I already had in my other palette, in the Ammo palette, but for some reason the texture of this Smog is really different from that one, which I don't know how. And I also love Sidecar, which is right here. This palette also came with this 24/7 eyeliner duo. It has a brown side and a black side, and I have never used Urban Decay pencil eyeliners before this, and I'm just in love with them. I have completely forgotten about like Black Shark Fluid Line or Smolder from MAC or any of those, because this one I feel like just throws them out of the water. Like this one is definitely amazing. Well, I keep saying this one, but I guess it's these ones because there's two of them. This also came with a mini Urban Decay primer potion, and it's really funny because I did not know I was going to be able to finally get my hands on this, so I went ahead and bought two of the Urban Decay primer potions. This one is the regular one. You know, it's the regular clear one. Well, it looks cream in here. When you put it on, it turns clear. And then I also bought the one in Sin, and I love this. I didn't think this would have very good staying power, but it really does. I mean, both of these are amazing. I got really turned off by these a while ago last year because you end up wasting so much product with this because of the weird shape of the bottle. It looks really cool, but it's just not, the packaging isn't really user-friendly, especially for a makeup artist when I'm using so many products all the time. You can't sit here and waste time on trying to get things out of this bottle. But there are ways to cut this, which I still don't think is the best way to go. You shouldn't have to sit here and cut up your products so you get the best use of them, and they should come in the way that you get the most use of them by themselves, but that's not the case with this. However, it's a really great primer. It works really well. It really stops your eyeshadow from creasing and keeps your eyeshadow there all day, which is really nice. I'm actually going to do a compare and contrast video on this versus the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer because I love that as well, but I'm kind of leaning more towards one of these, so I want to go ahead and let you guys know which one's better because they're both the same exact price. Next, I got the Pro Longwear Concealer from a MAC collection that came out last week. It's weird because I've never really been into these little MAC collections. I feel like they're marketing gimmicks and they're not always the best products, but this concealer I just loved. I've been on the lookout for an under eye concealer for a long time, one that really, really brightens up my under eye to make it look really light and bright and like to open up my eyes, and I have yet to find one that you know, that didn't crease at all, but this one has not creased at all on me. You can wear this for 12 to 15 hours. It won't crease. It doesn't even require you to powder this up after you put this on, so it's really nice. You don't have to set it. So I don't know what is in this formulation, but I really like it. I'm wearing this under my eyes right now. This is in NW35. For your under eye area, you should always go with an NW. For your face, and if you're trying to cover up acne and things of that sort, go with an NC. That's generally just the rule of thumb. Then I got Amber Lights eyeshadow by MAC. I hope you guys can see that. It's a really, really pretty yellow peachy gold is the way I would explain it. It's a little bit more more coppery orange than gold mine, but they're both in the same family. And this one is actually a color that a lot of brides love, especially if they're South Asian brides for their main ceremony, the actual wedding day. That's a look, or that's the color that they absolutely love. Then I got Texture eyeshadow, which is this right here. It's just a warm brown color. It has a little bit of shimmer to this, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this because when I put this on, it tends to kind of come off as a bit too orange for my liking on my skin, and so I'm gonna figure out if I really like it that much. This is a color called Antiqued, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have. This is one of those eyeshadows that has been talked about for ages, but I finally, you know, just decided to buy it. But I'm going to swatch these colors for you really quickly. That is Antiqued. As you can see, it's like a rusty purple brown, and it's really, really pretty. It's a nice color. This is Texture. I don't know if you guys can even see that on my finger. And then this is Amber Lights. Beautiful, beautiful color. This is like my sister's favorite color, and I've never worn it, but she's had this forever. So I thought that I'd finally give it a try and see if I like it. Now we are going to be going on, well, I have one more product, I guess. This is a mineralized skin finish in Gold Deposit. I got really excited and was going to tell you this was part of the new line. Then I realized I bought it along with stuff from the new line, but it's not a part of the new line at all. It says they've had this forever. I'm actually wearing this on my cheeks right now. I was really impressed with this in the store, but right now I'm wearing this and it like isn't showing up as much as I thought it would, or maybe I just use a lighter hand while putting this on. But so this new collection is called Venomous Villains. As you guys probably already know, it's centered around Disney villains, which is so fun because in general, like all the Disney princesses are like, you know, they're big, they're like the center of the story, and of course like a villain always is in every Disney story as well, but they don't tend to get as much notice, I guess. Like you never see villains on any cover of anything. You always see like the good, the pretty person. So I was really excited about this collection. It's something so totally new, and I love darker makeup. I love darker eyes, and so I figured before I saw this collection that that's what it would be like, and it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't as well. There are 4 main characters. There is Ursula from 101 Dalmatians. Of course, I've always loved her, and I just love that movie in general. Then, who is it? There's like the evil queen from Snow White, the one who like gave Snow White the apple. I forgot her name. Then there's like a person from Sleeping Beauty, and then there is there's that guy from The Princess and the Frog. I haven't seen that movie at all, and I'm 21 years old, so I haven't really seen any of these movies for a long time, which is why I'm kind of like, I forgot their names. But this collection was really interesting. So there were 4 main people, so there were 4 little tiers of, you know, a collection under each of these 4 people. So, of course, for Ursula, because, or I mean, not for Ursula, why did I just say Ursula? I'm so sorry. So for Cruella, of course, they had, like, a lot of red lipstick. They had a bright red, lip gloss, also because her lips are so red. That's, like, her main statement, you know, throughout the movie. So they had that. They also had a few other darker colors. They had, like, beauty powder blushes, as you guys, you know, you guys have all, like, known about, because MAC comes out with them, like, during holiday seasons especially. Then they had like a few mineralized eyeshadow duos and trios. Like it was one baked eyeshadow, but they had 2 or 3 different colors. Like greens and purples were the main colors. They had a few grease paint sticks. They had an eyebrow pen, which was interesting, but I tried it on and I personally did not like that. I didn't think it did what I wanted it to do. They also, what did they have? They had nail lacquers, which are nail polishes in MAC words. What else did they have? I think they had a few blushes, they had a few eyeshadows, and I'm not going to give away everything because I'm going to talk more about this in my blog. So if you guys are interested in learning more about this collection, go to my blog. I'm going to put a link down in the below bar to let you guys know where you can go to really get more details about this collection, because I don't know all the names. I only know all the names of the things that I bought. But other than that, like, I am not 100% familiar with everything that there was. I did try out every single thing there, so I have a pretty good feel as to what they were, but I don't remember all the names. So even on my blog, I'm not going to have the names of everything, but I'm going to talk about my main feelings, you know, surrounding the collection. They did a good job with it, if it was a complete miss, things like that. But, so the first thing I bought was a nail lacquer. This was from, I think, the Princess and the Frog collection. This is called Formidable, and it is a complete, like, metallic nail lacquer, which I'm really excited about, because if you guys have, like, followed my blog, or I don't even know if I've talked about this in any of my videos, but I'm really into metallic nail polishes, metallic eyeliners. Like, metallic is really in. It's the fall, and that's just always the trend. Metallics are always really in, but I've never really jumped on this boat before today. And I mean, the nail polish I'm wearing right now is by OPI, and that's metallic as well. This was the first metallic nail polish I've ever bought, but I just fell in love with it. Ever since then, I've been, like, on the lookout for metallic things. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I love it. It's so pretty. And I've never bought a MAC nail lacquer before, but when I tried this on, I was just in love, because it is so super pigmented. Like, one coat is all you really need, because with one coat, like, your entire nail turns, like, this purplish color, and then there's, like, I would say teal sparkle all over it. So that's basically, like, what this color ends up being like. And, okay, so I only bought 2 things from this collection, for the main reason being that, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I did not know this. Apparently, when MAC comes out with new, like, limited edition collections or whatever, if it has special packaging, you don't get a pro discount on it. Only if it does not have a special packaging is when you do get a pro discount. So although this was new, this was in this new collection, it came in, like, a regular nail lacquer box, which is why I did get a discount on it. But these, like, everything from this collection is a little bit more expensive than other MAC collections, probably being the fact that there is special packaging, but I didn't think it was every single thing in this collection was worth it, so I only ended up buying 2 things. So then I bought something called, I don't even know how to say it, it's called Magically Cool Liquid Powder, and it came in this. That's the packaging, so it's got, like, I guess this is from that evil guy, from the guy collection or whatever, because the other 3 evil people are females, this one's the only guy. And so you can see him right here. The packaging is really cute, it's interesting, and it's fun. I mean, MAC's known for their kind of wilder, crazier things, so this collection suits them so well. And it's in the color Occasion. Now, when I read Magically Cool Liquid Powder, what in the world does that mean, right? Well, this is what it is. That's the packaging again. It looks like, you know, one of, like, MAC's loose powders that they have, or, like, blot powders in the loose form. That's all it looks like, but why is it called Magically Cool, right? So, you open it up, it's exactly the same thing as I just told you, but this is really interesting. It is like a highlight, basically. This color obviously would be too dark for people who are lighter, because it's really pigmented. I have this on my cheekbones as well a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it, but what this is, it's made of 75% water, which is interesting in itself, but when you put this on, I use this brush. What is this? This is the 116 by MAC. To put this on, it literally feels like you are putting on water on your face. And I know that sounds so weird, but that's what it feels like. You tap this in here and you put this on. It's a powder, it's not a liquid. Like, it definitely looks like a powder, it feels like a powder. But you put this on, it feels like you're, like, you know when you wash your face and you're, like, patting on water in your face? That's what it feels like. And it's like this instant, like, cooling sensation, which is really unique. I mean, they advertised it as 75% water, although, to be honest, I don't know if I believe that. Of right now, actually, while I'm filming this video, is that, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, the iridescent powders by MAC that look just like this. There's one silver one, and there's one, I think, called bronze something. But now that I look at this looks a lot like that. I would say it's a little bit lighter, so it doesn't come off as shimmery or as bold on your face. But the main difference would be that this has that cooling sensation thing, while that doesn't. But either way, this is really cool. This was really expensive though. It was $30 at these 2 things from there. This one did not have the special packaging, as you can see there's nothing on here. And then this one did. It just, I mean, in terms of special packaging, just had, like, a picture of this guy on top. But besides that, I just want to let you guys know what I'm wearing in this look right now. This is completely inspired by this guy. I need to figure out his name. If somebody knows his name, please let me know in the comment box. But it was definitely inspired by this guy. As you guys can see, it's like a purplish, reddish black, and this is a look that's really different for me. I normally don't wear things like this, not something that's so neutral in my lid, something that's so dark on the outside, but I was completely inspired by the colors of this collection. I wouldn't say they were incredibly unique, but it made me think of like newer color combinations and like things that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone. So if you guys like this look, let me know. I did use this powder. I used, you know, this mineralized skin finish. I used kind of a few newer products. So if you guys want me to do this tutorial, let me know and I will be more than happy to do this for you guys. Anyways, this was my little sneak peek into the new collection, and if you guys had the same event, you know, wherever you live, and if you're a pro member, let me know what you guys think, because I think that's the only way you could have gotten a hold of this collection so soon. But if not, go ahead and look at my blog and it will have more details about this.